Last time on the Great Ace Attorney 2.
Guys,
You know
I
what I mean?
think she might not be the most well-adjusted adult, if I'm being...
No.
Well,
But I don't care, because I can fix her.
Taylor.
right, okay, how old is she?
Yes. Yes. Is Taylor a dirty rotten?
Oh, got him!
Justin.
Got him! You mentioned the autopsy of Clint Van Zeeks.
Mama was present, although only as a secondary assistant. The person leading the procedure was called Dr. John H. Wilson, and there was one other person present. He was a visiting student from the Far East. It must have been my father. The outcome of that historic autopsy was the discovery of a vital piece of evidence that led to the capture of the professor.
Oh, look at that precious smile.
Yes. It's so sweet, especially how she holds the cleaver there.
So that's how they came to identify Genshin Impact as the infamous mass murderer.
There it is. So if you've got your bingo cards ready, everybody.
Would you like to see the records for yourself?
Would that be all right?
No, I was just joking. What's the point of keeping records if people can't look at them? They're filed under V.
That's strange. They aren't here. There's nothing under Van Zeeks.
There must be!
When was the last time somebody looked at them?
It was 2 years ago.
Oh.
Herlock!
Oh, I feel like my ears are burning.
A consulting detective came one day saying he'd like to see the records. You were with him, weren't you? Was I? I really don't remember.
Or did she steal the records and write the Hound of the Baskervilles on the basis?
Oh,
of that basis?
no.
So, have you tracked anything down then?
Of course we have. Can't tell you though, police business, innit? Anyway, the point is, if you lot ever need any help, you know who to turn to, right? Me and the Hellhound here.
Hellhound.
Right, because he looks oh so hellish.
Jesus!
Jesus.
Mr. Naruhodo! Mr. Naruhodo!
Dun, 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 dun.
What on earth is going on in here?
A crooning gentleman and a mute young girl. A rather tantalizing juxtaposition. And one that appears to have incited the gods of deduction within me to find their voices too.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Disillusion Plays The Great Ace Attorney 2 Resolve, where we play the games and do the voices.
Yeah.
Why are you laughing? I'm Sarah.
I'm Pete.
And I'm Taylor?
Nice.
Pete's like sort of like amused to himself, like why? What have I done now?
I wasn't prepared for that slightly sultry hello. And welcome.
Oh,
And I
that's
just-
what's happened. Pete's neurons was like, oh my goodness.
Why don't you
well,
get a neuron activation?
I never said that. I never said it was a neuron activation. I just was like, you have a particular way that you say it every time, and it was just because it was different. I was just like, wait, what's happening? And I
Hello, and welcome to the world's most sultry Let's Play, featuring your friends at Disillusion Plays.
Hello, and welcome to Disillusioned After Dark.
oh God.
Yes, if for some reason you like this kind of weird stuff that's happening right now, then why don't you consider giving us a little like?
now,
Subscribe to the
speaking
channel.
of weird stuff happening, yeah, I want to figure out...
In a minute.
Do you
We've not got
mind?
in yet, Taylor. You just interrupting Sarah.
How dare you?
How dare you? Jeez.
Now the animatics all over the place.
Put a sock in it. Meh. And if you do enjoy this, watch some more content. It helps with the algorithm. Thanks a lot. Cheers.
Now, Taylor.
Now, when people can actually see what the scene is,
Oh
as you may have
my
noticed.
goodness. I am so excited to see what's gone on here.
so anyway, well, Taylor might not be interested, but Sarah and I are definitely very interested to find out what's going on here. Now that, you guys watching the video know what the frick is talking about.
They'll have seen the recap, Pete!
They might not have. They might have skipped it.
Well, we put a
That's
lot
true.
of work into those recaps. Why would they
That's-
skip it?
I mean, that's a good question. As now the three of us collectively turn to look at you, the viewer. Why do you skip the recap? If you skip the recap, why? If you don't, then thank you. We appreciate that. We do put a lot of work into it. And as we forget what the hell happens every week, I mean, at least you guys won't.
Yeah, it's a good reminder for everybody.
Although we don't watch them before we record. Which we probably should.
Don't tell everyone.
The thing is, so what I do remember is so Iris left under very suspicious circumstances.
Yes.
Ryunosuke got attacked by Gina's vicious hellhound. After he recovered, we come downstairs and there's a German lullaby playing while who appears to be Professor Makotoba is passed out on the couch with Iris looking very guilty and unresponsive in the back corner.
Very sheepish, she wouldn't...
Oh, sorry, go on.
I was going to say, it's like very unresponsive. Like, we've asked her questions, she said nothing. And then, are you going to say about how Sholmes seems to think that Makotoba himself is singing? When it's like, it's very clearly a recording.
Oh, no, it wasn't that. It was, Iris, like, sort of legged it because of Clint Van Zeek's, like, file disappearing from the morgue.
Yes.
That's why she was a bit sheepish.
And my running theory is that she either... so we've got like two, which is either A, Herlock has just stuffed the case notes into Iris's manuscript and locked them away, which is why he didn't want it published, or that Iris used those case notes as the material for the Hound of the Baskervilles, and because it was still an ongoing thing, Sholmes was like, no, you mustn't publish it.
You can't.
Yeah.
And I think...
Yep, go on.
That what's gone on, or we were speculating that Iris has administered some kind of truth serum to Makotoba, and he's like, oh, yes, your father is dead.
What?
Or something like that. Although I'm sure you guys all know this from the recap and from following along the previous episodes. So let's get on into the damn video.
Let's play. Okay. Mr. Sholmes, do you mean...
Oh, that's a very guilty face.
Oh dear, I'm busted, aren't I?
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
The strains of reasoning within me are playing now as a delightful duet.
Too much information, Herlock.
One melody sings of a reunion full of nostalgia, whilst the other is a morose theme about the great secret you're trying so desperately to conceal, Iris. Oh, I love how it's like just flipping it around. Yes, Iris, you're the one with all the secrets, not me. I don't have any. Are we going to see a psyche lock?
Turned as white as a sheet.
Of course we won't see a psyche lock. There's no Magitama.
So as usual, you've instantly seen to the very heart of the matter.
Ryunosuke slowly tilts his head and looks at Susato like stewing in that one Family Guy thing. It's just like...
And by the time my own brief performance is over, I feel sure this gentleman's song will reach its finale.
I mean, if this guy is singing, it's really cool how he can make it sound like it's coming from a gramophone.
Yeah.
I'm
So
impressed.
Some of our commenters have said that this next great deduction is going to be pretty freaking wild. So,
Oh, I cannot wait.
So I hope that you haven't all given us a false sense of hope, or you've hyped it,
We're
and it's like,
relying on you
the
guys.
thing is,
rubbish.
this has happened a couple of times where I've been like, hey, Pete, this thing is really cool. And then Pete will watch and it's like, Taylor, that was shit.
That's it. Yep.
Gavel!
That's the double sound effect we need. Like, thank you for once again throwing me under the bus there, Taylor. It's all good. So then, to Music Land, where all is sweetness and delicacy and harmony.
Really never been to a
Do
Rammstein concert, Sholmes.
Pray! Do enjoy Herlock Sholmes' latest logic and reasoning spectacular.
Here we go.
Here it comes.
Feels like a while since we've had one of these.
Yeah, it has been.
I mean, that'll be because it's been an extra week since I played. Oh, there it is. Firstly, we consider the gentleman's nationality. Clearly, here we go. Already. Clearly, he's a German with no grasp of the English language.
I mean, if this guy isn't Makoto, he looks very, very much like him, but it's
him.
Yeah.
It's 100% him. As evidenced by the Germanic song he sings in his apparent inability to understand when asked to desist. So, why is the man here at all? And in such apparently high spirits?
Yes, so high, in fact, he's had to take a little nap.
I feel like
Weekend at Bernie's style, yes.
I feel like his spirits are high because they've left his body.
Right.
No, or his spirits are so high because he's full of them.
Oh, well,
He's
yeah,
full
I
of
suppose.
spirits.
Oh.
Spirits!
Full of the old vodka. The answer, of course, Iris, is clearly known to you.
Wait a minute, who's doing the spotlights?
Oh, that's true.
Oh.
Ah, I have
It's Miss
another
Susato,
assistant.
Probably.
Yeah, I was thinking.
I am so excited to be able to help.
That or it's Wagahai, perhaps, although I suspect he may have gone with Soseki.
I think he did.
Indeed, we need only follow the gaze of those bright young eyes to unravel that particular part of this
Staring into
mystery.
us.
I love it. Yeah, she's probably just staring at us. The reason for this man's mildly irritating warbling is revealed by the herbal
That's
tea.
a pouty face.
Iris. You obviously offered our German guest a cup of your latest herbal blend. The tea's delectable flavor has made the man's spirits soar out of his body and resulted in this joyful ditty tumbling incessantly from his his unmoving lips.
Is he a ventriloquist by profession?
Yeah, I think he will do, yeah.
He's really mastered like throat singing, I guess, or something. And resulted in this joyful ditty tumbling incessantly from his lips. It's so strange they're not even moving. I eagerly await sampling the flavor myself, that I may join the fellow in his state of elation. Oh, that was cute, Sarah.
Oh, no!
Now, to the next question. I do like Iris's little bunny and mouse pendant.
I know.
By the way, they're very cute.
They are cute.
Who exactly is this gentleman availing himself so thoroughly of the settee? Ran out of breath. God damn it. Settee?
No! Oh!
What?
Gavel?
What?
He said
For what? What did I
for?
say?
What did he
God damn
say?
it.
I've said God damn it about 10 million times.
Oh.
See, there's no inconsistency.
There's no inconsistency. No, if there's one thing there is
inconsistency.
inconsistency.
There's no consistency with that one, so.
I will sometimes gavel damn it if I feel like it, but now you'll notice I've said damn it about 10 times now.
Stop it.
As it happens, a number of years ago now, a certain gentleman of German origin engaged my services in solving a particularly delicate case.
Miss Susato, is the room tilting on its side for you as well?
He required the retrieval of letters once sent to an acquaintance that might have proved problematic.
Oh no! I've sent him my fan fiction by mistake!
In order to conceal his noble identity, he also arrived at my office in a mask. Now that's interesting. The gentleman's name was Wilhelm
What?
Gottfried Sigismund von Ornstein.
That was the kid.
The
Yes,
little
it
boy,
was.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes, 'twas indeed.
Well,
Is he coming back into it?
he's a grown-ass man now.
The King of Germany.
Oh, that was his son then. That was his son.
Yes.
Yeah.
yes. This is, but I don't think this is that guy.
No.
I really don't. I'm 100% sure it's Makotoba.
Has she set it up to look like? Oh, I don't know.
I really don't know. If my memory serves, the mask worn by this gentleman is identical
To the
Now,
one
that's in-
worn by Kazuma, yes.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say, yeah, that's interesting, isn't it? Because obviously Kazuma had it.
Yeah.
Yes, there can be no question. That mask belongs to the King of Germany.
I do love Iris's pouty face here.
She's so
Yeah.
proper pouty.
Yeah, she's just like, honestly, really?
Really, Hurley? I mean, I know I don't want to be accused of anything, but you could have done a better job.
It's like,
Right,
I'm
right, but
honestly
she's like-
starting to wonder what. I'm starting to wonder why I write these stories about you
Right, well,
after
it's like,
witnessing.
you can tell that she's trying to repress the urge to be like, no, this is what I've done, and you obviously could have figured it out if you
Yeah.
looked at this. But then she's like, oh no, I've implicated myself.
She's got to let him do his thing, otherwise he'll have a little paddy.
Little tantrum.
That's it. It would appear that His Majesty remembers the fine service I afforded him, and has decided to show his face again, mask and all. Well, although I suppose he's not really showing his face, is he? In order to express his gratitude.
You know what?
A well-mannered monarch indeed. Wouldn't you agree, my dear fellow?
No, Hurley, I actually wouldn't.
You know what that reminds me of? You know what this reminds me of is when I first came to visit you guys, and I did that on your couch.
Yeah, you did. The jet lag was so strong. Yeah, Taylor just literally face planted the sofa.
And then I think Pete actually said the same thing. It's like, what sort of American is this? Who does he think he is to come in and faint upon our settee?
Oh, yeah, that's it, exactly. I mean, you've really managed to, like, capture the tone of how I said it to you. It was very much like that. Also, I was quite surprised when you started singing in German.
Yes.
Like,
I mean, I never knew you were so fluent.
yeah, it was quite bizarre, and yet here we are.
And then he just ripped the tablecloth off the table and put it over his shoulders. It was kind of all weird, really.
So, the identity of this masked visitor is in fact my former client, the King of Germany. Indeed, his son is currently in London as well, enjoying the wonders of the Great Exhibition.
Okay.
What a load of cobblers. That's part one!
Oh my God.
Because they always have two parts, don't they?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Girls.
Silence.
Girl, not Iris. Which leaves us with one remaining imponderable. Yes, you, young Iris.
Imponderable. I quite like that word.
But your apparently inexplicable silence is unable to hide the truth. I don't like this.
No.
We're bullying her.
Poor, like, she's being
looks
interrogated.
she looks so sad. She's so precious, and we're just properly bullying her. Yes, the reason for your muteness is concealed inside that knapsack. A £5 note, I believe. I must say, as your compatriot, I'm deeply saddened.
You could have paid the rent after all.
It would appear that you've allowed yourself to be bribed into silence by His Royal Highness,
Oh my God.
earning yourself some Yes, because she's that shallow.
Wow.
Earning yourself some spending money in exchange for keeping quiet about the king's secret.
Wow, Hurley, is this what you think of me?
I'm almost jealous. And now, the final piece of the puzzle. What is this secret you strive to hide with your silence, Iris?
Well, I'm certainly not going to
must
tell you
know.
now.
The face, he's literally just like the way he's stood over her shoulders. Ah, yes. We need only follow that brief, involuntary twitch of your eyes to find the answer.
Don't
I mean,
you
she's
mean
looking-
of her iris?
Ooh. Get out.
Oh.
Oh.
You're attempting to abscond with that coffee cup. My favorite coffee cup, in fact. Or should I say, the handle of my favorite coffee cup?
Oh dear.
It appears that His High-Spirited Highness broke it in the midst of his hijinks. Isn't hijinks one word usually? I've not seen it.
I've seen it as
No,
both.
Actually.
I've definitely seen it as like HIJINKS
I
as one
think
word.
I've seen it as
Not-
both, I think.
See,
But I have
I've usually seen it
together.
as, HIJINX.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I've not seen it with the X.
No, I haven't seen it with that.
3 individual spellings.
Who is right? Tell
Don't
us.
just
in the
no.
comments.
No. Get in the comments!
Yeah.
Which leads us to the sad truth.
My favorite coffee cup has been broken by the King of Germany! And Iris, you tried to conceal it from me!
I think there's bigger things at stake than your coffee cup, mate.
I shall have a bill sent via governmental channels to the German royal family for its replacement.
Meanwhile,
Meanwhile,
in Germany, what is this? What?
No, was ist das?
What is this? Oh.
Thus concludes Herlock Sholmes' great deduction of this painful puzzle.
and it's going to be Iris has stolen some very vital, important papers. Oh, well, that's all right then. That means my coffee cup's fine. I think he's got a bit overzealous again.
I just love that, like, everyone is left feeling like crap after that. It's like, wow, you could not have missed the mark anymore.
It's like me when I try to make a guess about.
With your silence as well. The fellow's jovial warbling rather rings in the ears, does it not? Oh dear.
Mr. Sholmes, I must say something does rather trouble me.
Pray, Miss Susato, do tell.
Oh, you perked up a bit. His Royal Highness
Looks an awful lot like my father.
doesn't appear to have moved a muscle since we arrived.
Oh no, she killed him.
Uh-oh.
Ah.
And you haven't said a word either, Iris.
I didn't kill him.
Oh no!
no!
Is she gonna be Maya?
Oh my God, what happened?
Is it gonna be Maya?
She's no guys. It's fine. She just has an everlasting gobstopper, and she just can't like stop, chewing on it and stuff.
She's gonna take the place of Iris and be the one on the stand.
She's gonna take the place
Not
of
Iris,
Iris.
Maya. Sorry,
Maya.
sorry, the one of Maya. Yes.
Hey!
If Mr. Sholmes has it all right, you might as well own up to it now.
Well, guess he didn't get it right then.
Oh.
Of course he's not right. Your reasoning isn't entirely without substance, I must admit.
And one other thing, Mr. Sholmes.
Yet another grievance, Mr. Naruhodo. Surely not.
Oh, no, don't you worry. Well, I actually read the story of that case recently, the one you were just describing. And according to that, at least, it wasn't the King of Germany, it was the King of Bohemia.
Bohemia, yeah. Of course, yeah. It wasn't
You've
Germany.
mixed up Germany with Bohemia? There will be war!
Yes. Well, I am in a pickle. Oh!
Goodness. Was it?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, that's quite true. Master Gotz, the prince, testified to that in court.
How dare you, sir!
Something like that.
Yeah.
There will be war!
In his words, I have come to seize the great exhibition, all the fame from my home in Bohemia.
Oh, that was a lovely accent, Miss Susato. Well done.
Thank you.
I would ask you to keep that minor error to yourselves. It could easily become quite a scandal.
I believe, Mr. Naruhodo, that it's our turn to make some corrections to a number of minor errors that might have slipped in.
I don't know what
yes.
you mean.
Minor. Yes, even Mr. Sholmes is willing to admit he might be slightly wide of the mark this time.
I'm not entirely sure that I appreciate your tone of voice, Mr. Naruhodo.
Oh, I have no idea what you mean. Iris is definitely hiding something.
100%.
We need to find out the truth behind this mysterious scene.
Yes, we do.
But one truth is incontrovertible.
Oh, gee.
My favorite coffee cup is no more. And I am very, very disgruntled about it.
Look, I know it's a set of 6, and there's 5 other identical cups, but that was my favourite.
But that's beside the point. It had a very small defect on the bottom that reminded me awfully of myself. And so I felt that I just simply had to have it.
Oh dear. Well, is that
I-
a
Sarah,
canon for
don't-
ours that
don't-
Sholmes has got a
don't-
weird defect on his
don't-
bottom?
I
That's
I mean,
canon
I didn't.
now.
I don't know. I meant like mentally or something. I mean, he does have a minor mental defect in the fact that all of his deductions are totally
Oh,
wrong.
that's cruel.
I thought you were going for, oh yes, the minor defect on the bottom reminds me of the mole on the bottom of this woman I dated once, back in my youth.
Was her name Pip? Oh, what's her name? Breath of the
We
Wild.
went to the Sherlock Holmes Museum.
Pyre.
Pyre, yes.
So, shall we embark again?
Oh no, I was thinking of something else, Taylor. Sorry.
Yes, Taylor, for once, is the one who's just totally left clueless. On a joint presentation of Herlock Sholmes' logic and reasoning spectacular.
Course correction.
Oh no.
Hold it, Mr. Sholmes.
Okay, let's
All right.
get to the bottom of this.
Okay, so we'll repeat
The
everything I
bottom.
said again. Firstly, we consider the gentleman's nationality. Clearly, he's a German with no grasp of the English language. As evidenced by the Germanic song he sings and his apparent inability to understand when asked to desist. So, why is the man here at all? And in such apparently high spirits? What is for a spin? The answer, of course, Iris, is clearly known to you. I love the glare. he's
Yeah.
given. Indeed, we need only follow the gaze of those bright young eyes to unravel that particular part of this mystery. the face staring at us. The reason for the man's mildly irritating wobbling is revealed by the herbal tea.
So what? It's some mix of herbs that gives you the urge to sing?
It's an
Goodness.
opiate.
Whoa! Goodness, I should like to try some.
And I'd like to hear your singing, but this man... Just how long does he intend to keep up with that tune, do you suppose?
As I said, he's been stock still the entire time. And if you look closely, his lips aren't moving either.
Yeah, you have to look really close to see that. Very
Yeah.
imperceptible.
You know, he's not just sat there catching flies on the sofa
Mouth
already.
agape. Yeah.
Big flies.
So I'm not sure what exactly is responsible for the spirited singing. The gramophone behind the settee, maybe? But I suspect the answer lies at the end of Iris's gaze.
What she's
floor?
looking at now.
The floor. Oh dear.
oh, here we
I
go.
hope she's not looking there.
Oh no! No.
My dear fellow.
Right. I
It's
mean,
gonna be that. It's gonna be the gramophone, surely.
You would 100% think so. I mean, we can click on his mask. We can click on the gramophone. Let's do it.
Take that!
Boosh!
Yeah, I mean, it's not like it's not obvious.
Yeah.
Even we can figure that out.
Oh, smug.
The reason for the man's mildly irritating wobbling is revealed by the gramophone.
Look at that smug sideways expression.
Indeed! For no well-bred gentleman would break into an obscure folk song when making a social call. In other words, this gentleman isn't singing at all. In fact... I just... Sholmes! For God's sake! It would appear, as I suggested earlier, that the fellow is unconscious.
There we go.
I got you from higher for a minute.
The music seems to have stopped now.
Oh, if only we'd just waited this long from the start. I ask you, Mr. Naruhodo,
Yes?
why would I have purchased a recording of that gibberish?
Oh, who knows what goes through your mind?
How should I know?
I do love how he arches like a full-on gremlin
I know.
or a goblin. Well, never mind. On with the deduction. Who exactly is this gentleman, availing himself so thoroughly of the settee?
We'll have to find out next time.
No!
You. As it happens, a number of years ago now, I had a chat with the frickin' King of Germany. A certain gentleman of German origin engaged my services in solving a particular delicate case. He required the retrieval of letters once sent to an acquaintance that might have proved problematic.
Fanfic.
In order to conceal his noble identity, he also arrived at my office in a mask. The way he just
And
spins
pirouettes.
around. It's like Strictly Come Sholmes. The gentleman's name was Wilhelm Gottfried Wilhelm Gottfried Sigismund von Ormstein. God, that's a mouthful.
And smell.
And smell.
And smell,
The
right?
King of Germany. No, it's Ormstein, not Ornstein.
Oh, okay.
No, it is
okay.
Ornstein. Ornstein
No.
and Smoke.
Yes, but his name is Ormstein. It's an M. That's what I'm saying.
And
If my memory serves, the mask worn by this gentleman is identical, and it absolutely was not worn by Kazuma. Yes, there can be no question that mask belongs to the King of Germany.
although we've already established that it was actually the King of Bohemia.
The King of Bohemia.
And well, the thing is, and you know that it's not him, because if he was the King of Bohemia, the song he would sing would be Mama!
Oh my
With
God.
Bohemian Rhapsody, you see.
I just,
Bohemian Rhapsody.
I both love and hate that you did that. Like, I hate that you did it, but also that was actually quite funny. Like that time, I will give you 1 internet point.
Yay!
Don't let me take it away.
Okay.
It seems Mr. Sholmes intends to persist with his Germany theory for some reason.
Well, it's probably because he always says the same thing when we do the run through, and you have to convince him otherwise, Susato. That's why.
Come to think of it, the young prince was wearing a mask as well, wasn't he?
Yes,
Yeah, but
he-
it wasn't like that though, was
No,
it?
it wasn't.
It was
No,
sort of like
it kind of looked like
a masquerade
like a
mask, wasn't it?
bandit.
Or like no, yes, you're right.
like a
yes.
bandit mask almost. Yeah.
It was like a sort of the old.
like a highwayman.
a
Like the old-
mask, Ringo?
Well,
Oh yeah, actually, yeah.
well, I was
Bit-
thinking
bit more cool.
like that, or a bit like the old classic sort of not Batman and Robin, but Robin, the sort of the little
Yeah.
eye, like the eye
Oh,
mask.
like a domino.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bloody hell,
Yes.
Nash, we're setting trends here.
well, you know, it can't be helped when you dress as smart as we do.
That's true, we are very distinguished gentlemen of London.
Absolutely. 110%. Oh, Susato, wow.
Oh dear!
Master Gods. The boy whom you had in tears.
It's like boom. It's like
Don't remind me, or anyone else.
Yes, I think he promised to wage war about 3 times during that trial. Do you suppose all members of the aristocracy of mainland Europe wear masks?
I don't know, do they? Pete and Sarah?
Well, we're not part of Europe anymore.
yeah. How
remember?
would we?
Oh, right. of
That's
course.
right. Yeah.
Oh, random aside. So, Stephen Hawking wrote this book about, it's like brief answers to the big questions in the universe that I've been reading recently.
Okay.
And this was one that he published before he passed on.
Mm.
There are not 1, but 2 Brexit jokes in the opening paragraph,
Really?
or in the opening prelude, basically. He makes a comment about the universe expanding the same way that prices have expanded after Brexit.
Oof.
Which I was just
Damn.
like, and then the other one was something along the lines of it, figuring out the complexities of the universe would require more intelligence than trying to figure out Brexit or something along those lines. I'm like,
Wow.
this is him
Wow.
trying to be funny? Funny.
Wow.
Sounds a bit like when you make a Brexit joke, Taylor.
Oof.
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 Yeah, I mean...
No wonder
I
the rest
can't-
of Europe didn't want you.
Hey, I didn't vote to leave.
No, me neither. Don't you tar us with that brush. Anyway, that's enough politics for one day.
I'm sure they do. Well, probably. Anyway. The point is, that mask doesn't belong to any king.
No, that's right. As we well know. Because we can identify the true owner of this mask.
Dick Gumshoe.
Oh, wait, so hang on. Wait, let's see. Taylor, I can't find it, Gonshu, but I am tempted to pick Mariah Gorey for Maria Gorey for no particular
Oh, I
reason.
like... Oh, interesting. Like, her hair kind of looks like the serpent for the medical. It's kind of
Oh, yeah.
wave to it. A little bit.
I'd not really thought
Kind
of
of the
that.
outline of it kind of looks
Yeah.
like the snakes. a
Yeah, I
little
guess
bit.
it does. Let's see what happens.
Take that.
Oh no! I didn't realize there was an actual penalty.
Ah, there we go.
Pete!
Penalty.
Who?
I just thought this might be the mask's true owner, but,
Not as far as I'm aware.
why do
Well,
I
you
care
know-
about what you think?
Now, remind me, who are you again?
No, oof.
Sorry?
I do my best to forget those who so spectacularly hamper my logic and reasoning.
Oof.
Make your exit, please. Leave the deduction limelight to those who deserve it, Mr. Naruhodo.
Oof.
I thought you'd forgotten my name.
Got him.
Boom.
All right, we'll pick the right one. I just wanted to see what happened. I mean,
That was funny.
To be fair, yeah, it was funny. Let's see, we should know of all people. After all,
That's
Oh.
right. After all, it's been here on the coffee table for some time now.
I didn't realize it was an additional clue.
No, it's all right. Don't worry.
Although, how it came to be there, I really don't know, actually.
Let's not worry about that little detail for now. The point is, we ought to be able to clear up the matter of who owns the mask very easily.
Who owns the mask?
Shut up!
Very easily. Oh,
Eat poop.
oh, that's not very nice. So it's Barry, right?
Barry. Barry.
Barry. Let's see. Kazuma.
Take that!
Yay.
Yes, there can be no question. That mask belongs to Kazuma Asogi.
In other words, my memory is sublimely unreliable.
Oh, I'm glad you noticed.
Only you could try to make that sound positive.
So angry.
See, you could say that he's disillusioned.
Oh?
Ooh, we said the thing. We said the thing.
Who said the thing? What are we, some kind of disillusioned plays or something? Kazuma's mask has been languishing on this metal chest for several days.
I think actually we're more like disillusioned rambles off topic for hours. rather than plays.
Touche.
Though that doesn't explain why the gentleman is wearing it now.
But it is now a simple matter to determine our guest's true identity.
This is going to be a shock.
After all, the gentleman is unconscious. We need only excuse ourselves in advance, gently lift the mask, and peer beneath it. And then he's got no eyes. I mean, like a blank face. Oh, would you look at that?
Oh,
it's Professor
it's-
Makotaba.
Oh.
No! Wait, who could have foreseen this?
Oh dear. Susato's not going to be happy.
I don't believe it.
I mean, as long as he's not dead. If he's dead,
Yeah.
then that's concerning. Oh my gosh.
Oh dear.
I'm afraid, Mr. Sato, you must be mistaken.
No! I think not, Mr. Sholmes.
Oh, all right then. Then it would appear that our logic and reasoning has once again, definitely our logic and reasoning has revealed the truth. Iris's face.
No!
This
What has she done?
this mysterious visitor. God, I hope she. I am getting real concerned.
Oh.
Iris's little face. She's like, oh no.
Oh crap.
I think I need to go to the little girl's room.
It's my unconscious father, Eugene Makotaba.
Logic and reasoning, or just looking and saying?
I just love how absolutely, like, how disillusioned he is with the whole thing, though.
I know.
It is just hilarious to me. He's just like he's so sick of this bullcrap. Like, for God's sake, can we just have a conversation when we say facts?
We could have very
my
easily resolved this about 20 minutes ago if we'd just lifted the mask.
If they just lifted the mask from the start.
Yeah.
Which leaves us with one remaining imponderable. Yes, you, young Iris.
This jawbreaker won't shrink.
But your apparently inexplicable silence is unable to hide the truth. Yes, the reason for your muteness is concealed inside that knapsack.
I bet it's the case notes.
It's 100% a £5 note, apparently.
Yeah, it's either the Clint's case notes or no, because she's not. I don't think she's able to get to the Hound of the Baskervilles manuscript, is she? So.
Or I wonder
Come on.
if it's the thing. Oh yeah. So
Come
that's
on,
a
we've wasted enough
£5
time.
note poking out from Iris's knapsack, is it?
Oh dear. I can't be sure. Most money that we encounter is in coin form.
I know. I'm not even sure if we've seen any banknotes here in Britain at all, have we?
I know we haven't. At the minute.
But anyway, Father would never have paid money for Iris's silence.
Well, that's because it's all digital now, isn't it? It's all about using your card, or even going cardless.
Well, yeah.
Just so we don't
Make
even
sure you
have
don't
cards.
try to use paper money when you're over in the UK, because they only take plastic, and people
They
will
laugh
think
at
you're
you.
trying to scam them. Don't ask me how I know that.
Well, yeah, well, I mean, if you give them money that's expired, like old money, of
The
course.
fact that money can expire in Britain is wild to me.
It is. I mean, the thing is, though, is over here we were given a hell of a lot of warning about it. Like, it was on the news for, like, it was years.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the fact that you made that mistake, I mean, I appreciate you don't know. It made it no less hilarious.
He certainly seems like the silent type himself, though, judging by his present state. There must be some other reason for Iris's silence, I suppose.
Perhaps what Iris is trying so hard not to give away with her eyes is something entirely different.
The handle. We can't click. Wait, so what's on? We can't look that way. The cup. The chest.
Oh, is that the chest?
It's
from the...
open.
Is that with the manuscript? Actually, is it the manuscript?
Oh, it probably is, yeah.
Oh.
All right.
Take that!
Oh.
Yes, the reason for your muteness is concealed inside that metal chest.
It's slightly open as well. Yeah, you can see it.
Yeah.
It's ajar.
It's a jar. Yes.
Well, no,
An
it's a chest.
An excellent observation, Mr. Naruhodo. For upon closer inspection, there is something different about the chest's appearance. It's kept locked at all times. Yet now, the catch is open. Evidently, this has something to do with your refusal to speak, Iris. Glare. That face.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
She's in trouble.
She's in trouble. And then Iris. But it's a simple enough matter to incite you to speak, I'm sure. I'll just tickle you for a moment.
Oh no, not anything but that!
There we go.
I
Got
merely
him.
need to open this chest.
Here we go.
Now, is it actually gonna?
No! Haley, don't!
Oh! What? Oh my God!
Mr. Sholmes! Hey!
He's dead.
What the actual F?
Oh my god! What is happening?
I love that it's in exactly the same pose.
What's happening?
Never! Oh, Hurley. I told you not to open it.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I forgot you were here.
So you found your voice now, Iris. In other words, what just happened clearly reveals the truth here.
Like, oh yes, go on, my boy. You finished.
Yes, the real reason for your silence until now is...
Somewhat different to the usual dance of deduction you perform with Mr. Sholmes, isn't it?
Well, he's left me alone on the ballroom floor, so I'm going to have to dance this next part solo.
Oh.
Make me proud, my dear fellow.
You're unconscious!
No. Oh, okay.
Oh, yes, I forgot about that.
And anyway, I need to get to the bottom of this for my own peace of mind. Now then, Iris isn't usually the silent type, so...
You mean you don't actually know the answer yet? Despite that knowing part of the... despite that knowing point of the finger before...
Miss Susato, don't undermine me in front of the child! Miss Susato, sometimes a man needs to point his finger first and think later!
Oh, well, if you say so. I think we'd better examine Iris more closely and try to rescue the situation then.
He just picks her up under the shoulders and starts shaking her.
Yeah.
Oh, we can do a full 360 now. Let's see. Why won't she reveal her...
No.
It is I think...
Oh, key!
Oh, yes.
The key.
There's the key.
Oh,
She wasn't holding anything a minute ago.
I say, I didn't think she was.
Take that!
The key.
Yes, the real reason for your silence until now is that key behind your back.
I can't remember what the key is for, mind you.
Chest.
Unless it is for the... I mean, that is the obvious assumption, yes. I couldn't remember if it's for anything else.
When Mr. Sholmes was thrown into the air before, just before you called out to try to stop him, you slipped something out of your mouth.
Oh,
She
I
was hiding the
see.
key in her mouth.
Interesting.
It's a big key. Got a big mouth.
That something is the key now in your hands. No doubt the key to the chest.
You're so clever, Bruno.
So now it becomes clear. Thanks to Mr. Sholmes' graphic demonstration, we can now well imagine what happened here.
But
Professor Makotoba also opened that metal chest, only to be punched into the air.
Oh, God. So do we think that, like, he was like, oh, yes, I'm having a cup of tea. And he gets punched into the air. The mask, which was sat on it, flings up into the air as well.
Yes.
And just so happened to land on his face.
Yeah, and the
Yep.
cloth as well, because I think, it was acting as like a coffee table, wasn't it, before, so... Wow.
And lands sprawled on the settee.
But wait! That doesn't explain all the facts. What about the stylish scarf?
Stylish.
And the cup of tea? And above all, why would he be wearing Kazuma-sama's mask?
Well, for those curious details, I can think of only one explanation.
Really?
Clearly, an unbelievable miracle took place in this room. Isn't that right, Iris?
Smug face again.
Oh,
yeah, there we
go,
are.
Yeah.
Consider how the room was arranged before this whole painful experience took place. when Professor Makotama opened the chest, completely unaware of what awaited him inside. The mask was flung into the air just as he was, only to land neatly on his face when it fell back down.
Bloody hell.
And the teacup's journey through the air ended when it caught on the unconscious professor's finger.
I mean, that is more unbelievable.
I like to imagine that he had the teacup in hand and he was having a sip, and then he just kind of one-handedly went to open the chest, and then it all went to.
Yeah, because I've got
Punch.
I've got some little teacups in a tea set that I've got, and the handles on them, they are freaking tiny. I can't get my finger through them properly. They're so small.
It's almost as ridiculous as, by the way, I love these movies, but it's almost as ridiculous as that scene in The Fellowship of the Ring where Frodo falls over in the prancing pony,
slips on his,
and he reaches up, and the ring just so happens to land on his finger. It's like, are you for real?
To be fair, though, it is a magic ring.
But it's not magnetized to his fingers, for God's sake.
Could be.
Because the ring willed it.
Yes. The teacup willed it.
So there you go, Lord of the Teacups.
Lord of the Teacups. 7 teacups were fashioned. 10 were given to the elves. Actually, to the British.
You made to say that the stylish scarf
is but a tablecloth. Yes.
Is actually just a tablecloth. This is the Great Detective's office, after all, a place of miraculous deductions.
You're not kidding. Oh.
Spinning. Oh, there we go.
Would you expect anything less?
Yes, you're right. It happened exactly as you said. Brilliant, Frudo!
Thus concludes Ryunosuke Naruhodo's great deduction of this punchy puzzle.
Punchy puzzle.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Leighton comes running over and is like, did somebody say puzzle?
Professor, no! Professor!
It's been 3 weeks, Luke. I haven't had one. I need one.
But you were doing so well, Professor!
I seem to have missed the puzzle. Oh, what a shame. What a terrible shame.
Oh, so then, why don't I make a fresh pot of tea for us all?
Nope.
Objection! An admirable performance, Mr. Naruhodo.
I was awake the whole time.
I didn't think you'd have it in you.
I actually only pretended to be unconscious.
Smolder.
That face. But in the final act of the show there, you rather missed everything of importance.
What happened to my coffee cup?
Yes, that's what it will be.
Yeah.
Mr. Sholmes.
If you would cast your mind back to my earlier deduction.
Uh-oh.
Iris, clearly you're hiding a great secret.
No, I'm not. No.
She is? From the look on her face.
Oh, bother.
Mr. Sholmes must be right. Whatever that great secret is, the cat isn't out of the bag yet.
So, I put it to you again, just as you thought you were getting away with it, yes.
I would have if it wasn't for those meddling lawyers.
You were attempting to abscond with that coffee cup.
It really is a shame about Mr. Sholmes' cup.
It must have been smashed when Professor Makotama opened the chest.
Oh dear. So many things seem to have been broken here.
But
Including his jaw.
Sorry. Now that the deduction has taken a different direction. Again, the thing is, if it was not Eugen, the judge, Jigoku. If it was Jigoku, the spring would have just caught, and then it would have exploded.
Yeah, it would have shattered.
He would have been like, oh, well, that's a neat little trick.
Like, what on earth was that?
Barely a tickle.
Goodness. I've had harder punches than that from my grandmother.
It's like flipping One Punch Man.
One Punch!
Hero. Iris doesn't seem to be trying to hide the broken cup anymore.
In other words, her great secret is something else.
Let's put our observational skills to work here one final time, then.
It's got to be the paper, surely.
It has to be, yeah.
Because they still think it's money, and I don't think it...
What else can we click on?
I think it's just the handle and her bag.
I'm just checking that there's nothing else in the background that we're sort of not... I think you guys are right. Let's have a look. Without presenting yet.
Surely this time, at last, the knapsack is going to be the answer.
I'm really not sure why you're so intent on showing Iris's bag to be complicit in these events.
Because it's a sizable bag, big enough for a sizable...
Big enough to carry things around, Mr. Naruhodo. That's what bags are for.
Bloody hell.
So the knapsack might never see the limelight, you mean?
I really wouldn't like to say.
Have we missed out by not clicking on the knapsack? of him just... The determination of wanting to say that. I mean...
It's just weird that the coffee cup is...
It's not going to be... I mean, unless it is, or it's like the...
Oh! Oh, sneaky.
I think it's going to be that somehow, guys.
Sneaky.
Do you think?
Oh.
We'll have to find out next time. Take that!
You sneaky little bugger.
Oh, and you can just see it as well. The text box was concealing it.
Oh.
It's like
You
the
were
Witcher
attempting
logo.
to abscond with that case file.
Iris, as you know very well, nothing escapes the attention of a great detective. Glare, glare,
Well,
glare,
actually, it
glare,
was Hurley
glare,
that
glare,
noticed.
glare,
It was
glare,
Runo.
glare.
It was
Yes,
Runo that
yes,
noticed. not
Hurley
me.
did notice it. Yes.
No,
Glare,
no,
glare,
no.
glare, 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 glare.
Oh no!
We visited Scottish Yard's We visited Scottish Yard's autopsy laboratory earlier today, and I met the woman
dear.
whom
Did
I
you say
intend to marry.
Did you say laboratory?
Laboratory.
Oh dear, it looks as though someone has gotten your tongue.
Oh no.
Well, yes, yes.
Down, boy.
Oh gosh, she's there already.
And Dr. Goring informed us.
Oh, I don't like that.
Hello, madam. Hi.
No,
How are you doing? Yes.
Are you still alive?
For now. That the autopsy report of Clint Van Zeeks had gone missing. Smolder.
It's not a smolder.
Also-
that's the death stare.
I want to say to everyone in the comments who was like, yes, I knew Taylor would like gory. Yes, good taste. I want to say thank you to you all. Because even though my friends may judge me, at least I know that the audience has my back.
Hey, look, I'm not saying that she's unattractive. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying, Taylor, is anything that's female with two legs, you've been like, hello, except for Old Bag. So, fine, I'll give you that one. But like, if it's female and it's alive, hello.
I see into the soul, Pete.
All of them.
You make the mistake that I have a soul.
Oh, shoot. Clint Van Zeeks. Yes, I do seem to recall. That some years ago I asked to see the report in question. You were with me, weren't you, Iris?
No.
I'd recognize those mouse ears anywhere.
You mean was you, Iris? So those papers you have there are...
Oh, boy.
I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
Forgive me.
Oh dear.
Well, I've gone and made another child cry. Well done.
You seem to make a habit of that, Mr. Naruhodo.
Make a rabbit.
Elementary.
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 In truth, I would like to have thought I could have predicted the booby-trapped chest. But it caught me completely off guard. I was very nearly the late consulting detective, Herlock Sholmes.
I'm sorry, Hurley.
So you mean this autopsy report really is?
But is
Oh
is the autopsy report really? What?
What I can say? What is the autopsy report?
I don't know. We're gonna have to find out next time, I'm afraid.
I'm sorry, viewers. If only we hadn't messed around for so long, right?
Yes, I'm sorry, guys.
We're doing it again.
We're doing it again.
Living up to the name.
The name.
I don't know. Living up to our usual reputation of faffing around.
Yes. The faffing plays.
Faffing, yes.
But if you did enjoy the episode and you, like us, can't wait to find out what happens next, why don't you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell so you get notified of when the next video goes up and we can continue the adventure together.
Oh,
and
yeah.
drop a comment down below. We do read them. We try to reply to them. If we don't, we're sorry, but we do read them, honestly.
We get there eventually.
Unless you're mean and you leave a horrible comment and then we're like, no, go away.
And again, guys, we are Disillusioned Plays, where we play the games and do the voices. So if you ask why the voices are turned off, that would be the reason why.
Yeah, it's like there might be a hint at the beginning of every video, just so you know.
And if you need something to do while you are waiting for the next exciting installment, why don't you just watch another one? You know, we have a pretty big backlog.
Got a bunch.
Or check out some of our other series.
Yeah.
But I don't know, Serai. But with that out the way, we will catch you all next time. Have a great week, everybody.
Yeah.
See you next time.
And be wary of any booby-trapped chests, because you never know when you might wind up unconscious on a settee in a mask with a German folk song playing behind you.
Yes, Taylor, beware of the boobies chest. The chest boobies. The booby trap chest.